Hi everyone, welcome to the Independent Film Festival in Osnabrück. My name is Fradique and I'm the writer-director of Air Conditioner. As we face this global pandemic, a lot of traveling is not allowed. I wish I could be there with you in a theater watching this film. Cinema is here just for that, so we can take small journeys into each other's countries, cities, and memories. This film takes place in Luanda, Angola, in my home city. Please enjoy the film, and let's keep cinema alive and be safe. The story about a security guard has been on my mind on paper for many years. I started talking a lot with Eddie Claver, who is the co-writer of the film and also the director of photography. And Eddie was developing his own short films, and he also had a lot of small stories around the building, mainly with a domestic worker. So we decided kind of combining like the two characters, and at the same time dig deep into the world of the buildings downtown Luanda. This world was very known to me and Eddie. So we decided to start working not only on the security guard and Zezinha, which is the housemaid, but also having the building being a main character. While we're developing other projects, we are writing this one for almost a year and a half, 2 years. And then we had this opportunity to do a small short film for the Rotterdam Film Festival. This year, 2020, is our 10-year anniversary, and we wanted to have like a first fiction film. Also, as a collective, it was important for us to start working now together. So we did this Air Conditioner first. Now it is recording this feature film. Next is going to be Hugo, and so on and so on. So the idea was like get the wheels rolling for the first fiction film, and it happened. It was a 12-day shoot. We decided to shoot in that building, not only because it had like the great views of the city downtown, but also because the people in the building, they welcome us, they work with us on the shoot. Some of them were actors, some of them were part of the crew. So all of that was like the perfect combination for us to shoot the film. The structure of the building reflects a lot the state of the country, or at least the state of the city itself, which is a state that everyone has to kind of enter in survival mode, water, electricity, everyone finds their own way to get that into their house. They don't rely on state. And at the same time, those buildings are kind of being pushed away from downtown Luanda, because if you see any postcard from the city, or any government official publicity of the city, of the country, you're always going to see the beautiful, Luanda Bay with all the skyscrapers, all the glass buildings, but you never see the street that is just behind. And that was interesting for us, because the street that we shot is just behind the postcard picture. And a lot of people don't know, like, what part of the Luanda is that? Is that like an old part? No, that's like right in the middle of downtown. Matacedo is part of a larger group, is a war veteran. We have a lot of war veterans that became security guards in Luanda. I see them a lot as the invisible ones, Society doesn't pay attention to them. A security guard like Matacedo in one of those buildings is not just only a security guard, He's carrying groceries. He's carrying, anything that someone asks him. Like if they tell him, "Oh, go get that," he's gonna go get it. If they tell him to wash a car, he's gonna wash a car. So he's more than a security guard, and I wanted to show that as well. It's like those workers became invisible to the city, and they kind of are like a pillar, like they're like a structure of the city. If you remove them, you're really gonna notice them. The three of them kind of represent, for me, like the three ways I see citizens of Luanda reacting to the country, to the state, to our daily lives, Ffos is a photographer, a street photographer, a very important artist that I decided to be part of the production. And he's someone that has been inspiring me for like almost 2-3 years. What he brings to his photography, it's what you see in the beginning of the film, in the credits, was something that I felt like he's trying to say with his photography, something that I wanted to say with this film as well. He was like one of our main sources of inspiration in terms of like how we're gonna tell this story with images. Yeah. In other projects that I've done, the music always comes later. On this one, like I think on the second or first draft, we already decided, okay, it's gonna be a lean, and here is the script. We start discussing about what kind of music we wanted for the film, and also was very important because some of the scenes were already shot thinking about those conversations. And even during editing, we changed scenes because the music was already done. And for the first time, music was not inspired only by image, but images were inspired by music. I have this idea that for me, filmmaking is not a consumer thing, it's not a product thing, it's not a discussion about market. It's art, and art should be present, especially in times that are difficult, especially in countries like Angola, where they can provide kind of a space for you to breathe, you know? My message would be that, like, for independent filmmakers to keep doing it, keep sharing, because sharing is a very important part of the process. And yeah, let's keep cinema alive.